Hello everyone and welcome to the Alfa Romeo 147 GTA. What an amazing car this is, and what a fantastic opportunity it is for us to be able to work on this car as our second car project. So we managed to find this car on TradeMe. It's been off the road for, I don't know, probably about 2 years. The owner hasn't really driven it, the previous owner, sorry, and he said that he actually has about 20 motorbikes. So that's part of the reason why he hasn't really driven this car. It's actually in pretty good condition, and the reason why I'm so excited about this car is that this is the pinnacle of Italian hot hatches. This is the car that everyone wants when they talk about an Italian hot hatch. And so let me just give you some numbers and tell you a few facts about the car if you don't already know about the car. So it's got a 3.2 litre Ferrari-derived V6 under the bonnet that produces 250 horsepower from factory. And from factory, they didn't fit a limited slip differential, which was a big mistake, to be honest, because all of that 250 horsepower, all of that is going to the front wheels. So it's actually a lot to put the front wheels under. Luckily for this car, it's already had a Q2 differential. So Q2 differentials are made by Alfa. They realized their mistake later on. They offered the Q2 differential to owners of this car quite cheap. This one was fitted in New Zealand, the Q2 differential. This is actually a New Zealand new car, which is again quite rare. And so it's had those upgrades, and it's actually done quite well. I've driven it obviously all the way from where the previous owner lived and back to my place, and it was absolutely fantastic. It drove like a dream. It really is like a little go-kart, and you can just chuck it around, chuck it in corners, and the noise that it makes from that Ferrari-derived V6, it's just amazing. It's really not like anything that you've driven ever before, well, at least nothing like anything I've driven before. And the gearbox as well is quite good. It's a 6-speed manual. It's quite fun. It's quite close ratio gearbox. So the car's actually pretty good. It's driving. We do need to do the cam belt, the accessory belt, water pump, and obviously all the idlers and tensioners and everything else that goes with that. I'm actually going to give that to a mechanic because I don't feel confident that we can do that one ourselves. Plus you need special tools. We'll talk about that more later. And yeah, it's an amazing car. Really excited about this car being on the channel. So, stay tuned and hopefully you'll see a lot more content. I'm just going to quickly take you around the car for a quick walk around and kind of talk to you about some of the issues that we're having and what we're going to do to fix the car up and get it back on the road. I really want to keep this car. I'm still not really sure if I'm going to keep it or not. But yeah, it's a fantastic find, so very exciting. Quickly show you a bit of a walk around the car. You can see the car's actually in pretty good shape. The owners obviously tried to take care of it over the years, so that's pretty good. It does need a really good clean because it's been sitting outside under a cover for a little while, so there's the paintwork's a little bit dirty, but we can tidy all of that up pretty easily. I really like the wheels. The wheels have a really nice color to them. The brake rotors probably need a bit of a repaint as well, so we'll look into doing that as well. You got the nice emblems, the cloverleaf emblem from Alfa. And let's have a look at the inside as well. So these cars actually came with a full leather interior and some really nice sports bucket seats that are quite adjustable as well. It's surprising how much adjustment you can get with these seats, which is quite nice. Like I said, it's a manual, so that's another plus. And the interior, it's looking okay. It's not too bad, I have to say. There's not much to do in the interior. There's a few little switches here and there, and the armrest isn't really that great. But yeah, the interior itself is pretty good. You can see the back seats here. The back seats are actually not too bad. There's not too much leg room, but it's okay. So if you have a look, this is my position, 5'10", 5'11". So yeah, there's enough room for someone to sit back there. Very nice interior though, I have to say. Alfa did a really good job on the interiors of these cars. Having a look at the back as well, you've got the nice 147 24 valve badging on it. Apparently the previous owner replaced the rear badge, but it's looking a little bit faded again. I'm not sure if we're going to replace that one. We'll have a think about it. Ironically, also the Q2 differential comes with a badge, There's quite a lot of badges back here. I think we'll just leave that one alone. I probably wouldn't have put it on myself if it was me, but obviously they thought that was a good idea. The other thing that we need to pay attention to is the exhaust. So the exhaust does look a little bit rusty. That's something else that we'll need to do. And then we come into the driver's side. That's what it looks like from the driver's perspective. So hopefully we'll be able to do a few more point of view videos and show you what it's like to drive, and all the sounds and all the feeling and all the emotions that you go through when driving this car. It really is a very involved process. Just popped the bonnet on the 147 GTA, and what a glorious engine that is. That is something that you don't see nowadays. Even with Alphas, you don't see this nowadays. So you've got the fantastically chromed inlet pipes with the V6. Really does look like a Ferrari engine, doesn't it? There is a bit of flaking happening on this inlet pipe, which we're hoping to fix. It's purely cosmetic, but you know, for a car like this, it is important to pay attention to those little details. We need to drain the coolant as well, make that all fresh again. The brakes are feeling pretty spongy, so we probably need to do the brakes. You know, just give it a good flush, basically, put in some new fluid. And obviously the cam belt area, that's going to get quite a lot of work done as well, just to get it ready. It has had a cam belt change previously, but that was in 2011, so it's been a little while, and yeah, it's definitely a bit risky driving it around without doing that cam belt, so that's the very first thing that we'll do. There is a bit of a water leak right at the bottom of that hose. I'm sorry it's a bit dark at the moment, but I'll show you that in more detail in the future when we actually change the hoses. So that we'll need to address that at some stage. It's okay to drive at the moment because it's a very, very slow leak, but obviously that's something that we'll need to fix. The previous owner did put in a new battery recently, so that doesn't need to be done. And yeah, like I said, we need to fix the radiator hoses. I've ordered a full set of radiator hoses from Auto Luso in the UK. So they're all silicon one-piece hoses, so they should be a lot better than the stock ones. They don't have so many joins and so many issues where there are potential leaks. But yeah, I mean, the car's fantastic, and we don't really need to modify it or anything. It's already got plenty of power. It's already got the Q2 differential. Some people like to upgrade the brakes. I don't think we're going to do that because it's quite an expensive upgrade, and you know, we're just driving this on the road. We're not using it on the track or anything like that. So that's probably enough for now. And we'll see what happens, basically. So yeah, stay tuned.